Okay, penalty corners. Positioning is critical. Sell decisions. Manage the setup, including the meetings on the top of the circle or in defence. Use proactive and preventive reminders to prevent possible breaking and other offences. Apply the drag flick interpretations. Cooperation needed if the runner is hit. Be sure whether this is below or on or above the knee. It's not an easy one where we're situated, especially if we get a fair few people, but we can only do the best we can. We're seriously, we're going to get it wrong. We're going to get it wrong. We're human beings. The ball's travelling at speed. We're going to get it wrong. And time out. Guy's injured. Go and check out where he got hit. Then make your decision. Can help. Especially if they get hit quickly, just blow the free hit. And obviously your co-umpire needs to be there as well. But, you know, we've got to be smart about it. We've got to use things that happen to the best of our knowledge and ability. And sometimes by doing that, if a person gets hit, you can have a quick look. Yeah. You can even start pressing around and... No, we knew that. Yeah, exactly. So, okay, position of the disengaged umpire should allow support of colleague on the height and the direction of the shot, the possibility of suicide runners and possible obstruction of runners. I don't think we'd see many. Do you see many suicide runners down here? I wouldn't think so. We don't. It's mainly at the elite level, and they stopped it for a while. I see it creeping back in again now. It's starting to creep back in because we've got a lot of new coaches now as well, where for a lot of years there was another gentleman's agreement that they wouldn't suicide run anymore. So they wouldn't during the tournament, but when it come crunch time in the semi-finals and finals, then all of a sudden the suicide runner would come out of the closet again. And you could actually pick the teams who were going to do it. Yeah, mainly the Koreans. Yeah, seriously, they're one of the worst teams for it. No, not so much. I think the Koreans were the worst ones for it. I remember one I was at a tournament in Malaysia, and I wasn't umpiring because Australia were playing, and they were playing Korea, and they actually come to the umpires manager the night before the Australian team and they said, number 7 Korea, if he suicide runs tomorrow, we will stitch him up. We will stitch him up. They did nothing about it. The first penalty corner the next day, number 7, suicide runner, straight in, Jason Duff, 7 stitches. Seriously. That was a fair few years ago. And that's when all hell broke loose. And we said, well, hang on a minute. The coaches sort of had a meeting and said, well, we need to stop this. Because it was really hard. We didn't have the video umpire at that stage. And it was really hard to pick up so many other things to watch, you know, plus all the other little tricks and sneaky little things that they try and get away with. But yeah, it wasn't easy. And when the ball is missing the goal and the defender is hit high on the body, decision is a free to defence. We're all happy with that. All happy with that? Yep. A goal cannot be scored unless the ball has travelled outside the circle. If the ball has stayed inside the circle, it is not an offence to take a shot at goal, because it's not a shot at goal, it's a pass. Because it can't be a shot at goal because it hasn't gone outside and come back in for it legally to be a shot at goal. So it's actually a pass. And no disrespect to women's hockey, but that's where I see it a lot, where as soon as the ball hasn't gone outside the circle, as soon as they touch it and go forward, free hit out, and they go, why? Because the ball hasn't gone outside the circle.
It happens more in indoor, happens all the time in indoor.
Yeah. Yeah, so. Okay, offence to take shot at goal. Allow play to continue as a defender commits an offence which would normally have prevented the probable scoring a goal. A further penalty corner should be awarded. So if a player defending a penalty corner continues to wear a face mask after the corner has been completed, a free hit should be awarded. Repetition means another free hit, an appropriate card. We've just got to be smart with that, because sometimes play will go on, that person will still have their mask off, especially if they're involved in the play, and 9 times out of 10 they'll try and clear it and then they'll get rid of their mask. If someone starts going outside the circle and then wants to become a field player and play on, then we've got a problem. But we've just got to be smart about that.
The silly thing is when your first runner wears a mask. Happened in the national championship where he was first runner and he ended up halfway, still running the ball.
Yeah, can't do it. Yeah, can't do it. And that's the thing. And you know, I don't think you see it as much now. Down home we'd have only a couple of people that wear masks. Like we only see a couple.
All our first grade men do.
Yeah. Must breed them soft up here, mate, do they what? No, I'm only joking. It's smart. It's actually smart to put them on, isn't it? Especially the pace the ball travels these days.
David, with something like that Sterling has just mentioned, what would be appropriate then? When would the umpire penalise?
If he's still got the mask on, and he's actually outside the circle,
but still playing the ball.
Still playing, and he takes off, bad luck. It's a free hit. He can't.
Free hit.
Yeah. If he keeps going, it's a free hit.
Okay.
And you just got to say, sorry, that's the rules. I didn't make them, but that's the rules. Sorry. They can argue all they like. You didn't make the rule. This is the same as...
But it's a tricky...
It is a tricky one.
Yeah.
It is a tricky one. And that's where common sense has got to prevail a bit. If there's... Like if he's run another 6 or 7 metres and he's going to pass it and there's no one around, is he causing danger to anyone because there's no one around? You've just got to be smart about it. Each one you've got to sort of judge on its merit. And I think if the danger aspect, you've just got to blow it. And to be, you know, happy with the decision you've made, you've just got to blow it. Say, well, look, I've got a duty of care, and sorry, I can't do anything about it. That's a duty of care that I have, and that's the rule. It's the same as with the green card. I think probably a lot of people still struggle with giving the green card because it's now a suspension. Where before people didn't have an issue with giving the green card. Now because it's a suspension, now we see just don't do that. Where if it's a green card, or even the old days, if it's a green card, it's a green card. We didn't make it a 2-minute suspension. Someone else did. But what you've got to do is be consistent. And if it's a professional foul and it's a warning, so be it. Just a green card. And the perfect thing is that you don't stop time, you just green card and don't have to worry about it because play carries on. It's the best thing. Well, it stops a lot of arguing to umpires because you just, away we go. Play starts, and if people want to continue arguing, well, play's already run past them. And normally their teammates are telling them to shut up and get back and help out. Not all teams, but majority of them would.
So when you issue a green card, you still signal time, or you just...
I don't.
You
No.
just... loud whistle.
Let's go. Yeah. Because having different pockets, could be quick draw. But a lot of the time, seriously, and I'm not being smart, as soon as that tone of whistle, they don't even know. You'll hear them. I used to hear them. They go, "What colour did he give me?"
Yeah.
They haven't even watched. All they're doing is sprinting for that seat to get their bottom on the seat so their 2 minutes or 5 minutes starts. Yeah. But that's it. But from a control point of view, you might need to stop it, show the green card. Yeah, from a consistency point of view.
Because we know that obviously the clock doesn't stop.
Yep.
But sometimes you just need to signal to the players that, you know,
Yep.
I'm about to do something.
Yep.
And then get it going.
Because the thing is, you can just, like even without blowing time out, you can dive in,
Yep.
and then you just walk into the space and just green card, take it back, take the free hit back. I still haven't blown time out,
Yep.
but take it back, or that's where I want it, and that person will be running anyway. But it's how you deal with it, and it's the presence. If you've got control of that situation, like you can just, and if someone's already run off, time out, sorry,
Yeah.
green card, free hits back here, let's go. Don't delay it too much because time's still going. But if you need to stop the game because play's over here and you need it to come back to here, by all means do so.
Yeah, I think it's a fine line with teaching umpires how to do it cleanly so everyone knows
Yep.
what's happening and not rushing it.
It'll
so
come
that
with
it's a
experience.
mess. Yeah.
But from a consistency point of view, I'm happy with a blow
Yeah, okay.
timeout. Yeah, I don't have an issue with it. Yeah. It depends on the game too. Depends where it's at. But if you need to stop the game, by all means, like you're in charge. So if you need to blow timeout, blow timeout. Like this clock's not going to stop. So technically, you haven't blown timeout. You've just stopped the game from proceeding. That's all. Yeah. We've gone through that, haven't we? Yeah, finish that one. We all happy
Yeah.
with that?
Yep.
And obviously we know as soon as that corner's over, it's a new corner and that person can come back. Not, no, you've got to stay there. Yeah, we're all happy with that. We've had some people, no, you're not allowed back because the first corner hasn't finished yet,
Yeah.
where it is.
No,
So-
I didn't catch that. Can you say that again?
Okay,
Sorry.
so if I give a penalty corner and then the first runner breaks, you go to halfway, then we have another penalty corner, that person's allowed back
Okay.
straight away. Yeah, it's allowed back. And if you have a penalty corner, that person breaks, goes halfway, next person breaks, it's another penalty corner. Or are you going to have two on halfway? Come on, tell me.
Halfway.
Why?
Because it's retaken, it's not subsequent.
I'm just asking.
I'm just telling.
Well, we haven't even played it yet, so yeah.
It's a reach.
Yeah.